Right, so first of all, no offense to anybody, but do you think this guy wants to risk getting killed while taking this female, who doesn't seem to be that closely related to him? Okay. First of all, let's look at the cult of the flesh, right? This chick right here, there's similarities between her and her, as well as these chicks, which is basically a picture of when women pick up the Bible is what they're arguing, and they slowly become more classy women. So if women know better, is what the person who made this picture, and it wasn't me, was arguing, that they don't dress in a very promiscuous way. They kind of have a respect for themselves and dress modestly and so on and so forth. All right, so here you see the corporate sluts where they're trying to be bad, where this female is trying to be humble. Okay. You see this one that says, this person is saying that they're a groupie and that all they care about is a pad for the night and all they own is that. And so there's a bunch of people trying to sell that idea. You see strong parallels between the dominatrix, sadomasochistic kind of sexual sadist female, and this satanic female who's dressed in that clothes, and these corporate females. Okay, and also they're similar to the emo. Okay, so there's a lot of people who have a face shape like this, and this is part of why they edit my pictures to make it so I seem less handsome, and my faces seem to be shaped like that, and they try to make me like a second-rate version of them. Okay. Now, some people would argue that this guy looks Jewish. Some people say he's a white guy. And then some people would argue that she looks Jewish. You see how there's a distinction between people who look like that and people who look like that. People who look like that are kind of like elves, and people who look like that are kind of like, whatever that would be. All right, so over here you have these black chicks, and they kind of have a crypto Jew. Look at this, her face, and look at her face, right? They have a very strong similarities between her and her especially, okay? And they have the tongue out. The tongue out has all kinds of implications. One of them is actually a serpent, right? The devil with his tongue out, the ancient serpent. The serpent sticks his tongue out, also licking up the blood of the righteous, also kind of rock and roll, goofy, kind of not caring about the rules. Hey, right, unfocused. They're bragging about being unfocused, but who else is unfocused? This chick right here, and he's about to go have his way with her, probably tie her up or whatever, and permanently kidnap her. Okay, so guys like this all throughout history, not necessarily that look like that, not necessarily whatever races you associate with, we're looking for ways to make it so females dance to their tune, and we'll get to that shortly. Here's Satan in heels. If this chick was in her right mind, would she team up with this guy to abuse other women and call herself a feminist? Probably not. All right, so they all may as well be the cave women, as they are all unfocused as a result of breeding, conditioning, coercing, technology, and tricking. Trick king, right? Who's really the king? Tricking, right? All tricking goes back to the king, right? The second part of the word, trick king. Okay. Consent and the con, intimidate and intimidate. So these guys are looking for ways to get over on them. We go over here, right? It starts with number one, right? They catch them. They find a way to trick them into coming to their area, or kidnap them, or mentally trap them. Step two, right? Notice this female right here does not have a leash on. She does. Why doesn't she get up and run? Right? Because it's a form of psychological control. Slavery, even for this chick, is psychological. Why didn't she jump up and try to stab this guy and accept the beating? Because she's being coerced, right? It's psychological. Okay, you see this guy over here is pretending to be some kind of noble guy with this sword, and they have some black-looking guy depicted because they want to pretend like they're the good guys or something. But notice they're trading with this guy, and this guy in reality is richer than this guy is in the modern construct. Okay, so of course number three is the rape. Number four, they start disassociating and say, hey, sell the idea that you're some kind of famous pagan deity or something. Okay, step number five, okay, it starts to just, after a while she gets turned out and looks like a porn star or something. And as they get older, they become some kind of old witch-looking female. Okay, so we see it all together. Again, step number one, they catch them. Step number two, they whore them in the system, okay, in various ways. Step number three, there's a lot of rape going on, sexual immorality. Four, they disassociate as some kind of seductress. Hey, step number five, they become a more advanced seductress. Step number six, they become an old kind of worn out looking person. Okay, haven't been used by the system. Okay, see, life is short. These are the best years of her life, right? And this is like maybe 40 and up, okay? But these are the best years of her life. She doesn't find the righteous man, instead rolls with this guy's psychology. She's done. That's why women need to submit to me immediately, okay? Now, even this chick over here is like a hippie. She is brainwashed into going with it. Hippies are unfocused. Life is serious. 1 in 4 little girls are molested. There's this huge, 1 in 4 women or so are raped in their lives. On top of the 1 in 4 little girls being molested, mind you, it's raped later in life, etc. Okay. And corporations are turning them out, right? This person should be serious, should rally and obey God through me instead of being, I'm an unfocused hippie and let's just smoke weed and do drugs and go off the grid. And you see, it's fucking retarded. Okay? They need to rally and obey God through the King of Kings. Now here they made it blurry. They try to make it look strong, but if you look carefully, I know the lens throws it off. You see it's a striking body, and so, they throw it off. They throw it off, okay? Make a long story short, a lot of people in the military and the police that have a certain big, thicker body, and they try to pretend they're the good guys. If they're the good guys, then why are they upholding the system? That's like this guy, make him seem like he's shaped like me. Come on, guys. Make him seem like he's shaped like me. Do it by who's stronger. Do it by who's stronger, right? It's fucking retarded. You see what I'm saying? This guy's like, I'll do it based on who is more privileged. Yes, more privilege. Yes, that's fucking despicable, right? And it's like, you like that? You like that, huh? You like that, right? It's sick.